Fifth edition of the annual Dav Not Open Tennis Championships served on Monday, and we run through July 19 at the tennis courts of the Moshood Abiola National Stadium in Abuja. A top-ranking Nigerian tennis prodigies who have over the years participated in the tournament are expected to grace this edition with a professional diploma. President of the Nigerian Tennis Federation, Dayo Akindoju, acknowledged the impact of the tournament in developing Basin tennis stars. Dav Not is helping immensely in the drive to encourage building stars to global visibility and placing Nigeria on the global sports map. For example, Ikeda Ikena Okonkwo, who was discovered at the third edition of Dav Not tournament, is currently featuring in the ITF Jade 100 tournaments in Mexico. The championship will also afford the junior players to gain relevance and climb the competitive ladder to global exposure. The Dav Not Open Championship is one of the sports sponsorships that Right Honorable Vito Oche, the former Speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly, has embarked upon, using sports as a veritable tool for developing humanity. Yes, he had previously sponsored a Delta Force Football Club. Another edition of Sports Extra on Adamimogo 107.7 FM Idoikiti. And of course, my name is Kingsley Iniovosa, MOS. Yes, Minister of Sports, that's what they call me. Oh my God. Nigeria senior male cricket team, the Yellow Greens, will slug it out with the host Uganda, Kenya, Namibia, and the United Arab Emirates in the second edition of the Period of Africa T20 series, which will be played from July 17 to 27. The tournament is organized by the Uganda Cricket Association and will feature 5 teams. It's the first tournament the Yellow Greens will feature in 2025, and head coach Steve Tikolo has also unveiled a 40-man team for the tournament. With the crucial 2026 T20 World Cup qualifiers ahead, the team has been gearing up at the Tafawa Balewa Square Oval before the party for Uganda on Monday. Yes, talking about cricket, led by Captain Sylvester Okwe, the team features a mix of seasoned talents and exciting and new faces. David Ankra and Jimo Abdurrahman get their first national call-up. Other players in the squad are wicket keeper Sulaiman Ronzewe, Salih Salau, Salomon Chilemaya, Elijah Olaleye, Isaac Danladi, Akere Cecile, Isaac Okwe, Vincent Adewoye, Peter Aho, Mohamed Taiwo, Prosper Husseini, and Jimo Abdurrahman. The period of the 20 of the Africa T20 series will be played in a double round robin format, and the winner decided based on points accrued. Nigeria's first match will be against Kenya on Thursday before facing the host Uganda the day later. A test against Namibia comes up on Saturday before falling out against the UAE, United Arab Emirates, in the last game of the first round. The team will return from the tournament and will grow for the qualifiers, which will be held in Zimbabwe from September 28 to October 4, while the World Cup is built for India and Sri Lanka between February and March 2026. The Yellow Greens came tops of the African qualifier Group B last year to pull the spot in the final round, which produced 2 other teams from Africa. Check your time, it's 20 minutes gone past 7 o'clock. And this is the Sport Extra from Adamimogo 107.7 FM. Remember, no other station does it better. But Adamimogo 107.7 FM Idoikiti will serve you beyond your expectations. Yes, no doubt about it. This is the best place to be, and this is the right choice. The best frequency modulation in the Ekiti State, 107.7 FM. And away from Tigers will be looking to finish their group phase campaign on a strong note when they take on Portugal today at the ongoing FIBA Under-19 Women's World Cup in Bruno Sezia, the coach Juliana Akera led side, who are making their debut in this tournament, are powered to an impressive 93-88 victory over Asian powerhouse China on the opening day of the competition. But could not repeat the heroes in their second group feature against Canada, as they suffered an overwhelming 113-42 defeats to the North Americans. The results saw the team remain in third place in Group B on 3 points. Same with Portugal, who have the same number of points about a heard their points differential. Why China occupied the foot of the standings, following their 2 losses thus so far. As the Nigerian side prepare to face the European nation, all eyes will be on the front of Nora Ezike, Idubamo Berge, and Captain Wando Hamba to lead the team to the much needed win. Ezike, who recently committed to represent Stanford University's women's basketball team, was impassable when Nigeria dealt with China, scoring 25 points, including the perfect 8 from the field, and recorded 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. However, the 18-year-old had a contrasting outing in the defeat against Canada, as she could only manage 1 point and 9 rebounds. Nonetheless, she remains an important member of the squad and will be expected to play the crucial part in the future with the Portuguese. Emba, on the other hand, was the only player who registered double figures in the loss to Canada with 30 points. Plus, she added 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. The MFM Queens star and the captain will be the instrumental for Nigeria today. Going up against Portugal, the team must cut down on the 24 turnovers recorded in the loss to Canada if they hope to get a favorable result over Portugal. And we will see Nigeria cement a second spot in the group. Away from basketball straight to boxing, a matchroom promoter, Eddie Han, has confirmed that talks are underway for a sensation bout between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul, with the proposal fight receiving backing from Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority Chairman, Turki Al-Lashik. Yes, in an interview with Boxing News, during the ring freed official waiting, Eddie Hearn reviewed the discussions have taken a serious turn following a recent conversation with Al-Lashik, the key figure behind many high-profile boxing events in Saudi Arabia. A potential battle which had previously been dismissed as fantasy matchmaking now seems to have attraction, following Paul's call out of Joshua earlier this year. In March, the American provocateur claimed he would knock out the former heavyweight champion, sparking interest and speculation. Paul later revealed during a press conference in April that Anthony Joshua had reached out to him privately, further fueling the rumor mill. He also claimed that Joshua himself is open to the idea. Joshua has been out of the ring since suffering a shock defeat to Daniel Bush earlier in the year. And while he continues to eye a blockbuster battle with Tyson Fury, Han admitted that the 4-year-old needs a ton of fire before any title challenge. Despite Hansi's enthusiasm, Matchroom CEO Frank Smith struck a more cautious tone when speaking with Ara Howard recently. Yes, addressing Paul's frequent calls out, as Smith added, are very different from fighting a 60-year-old Mike Tyson. Let's be completely realistic about it. And away from that, we move straight to football, where the former Super Eagles captain Segun Odegbami has issued an emotional appeal for support for retired Nigeria athletes, citing the critical illness of 1918 AFCON winner Kadiri Kena as the latest example of the dire situation facing the country's football legends. In a heartfelt statement Monday morning, Segun Odegbami revealed that Kena was fighting for his life at Irua Specialist Teaching Hospital in Auchi, Edo State, whilst calling on government agencies and kind-hearted Nigerians to intervene. The former Nigerian number 7 expressed frustration at having to make yet another appeal for the critically ill former international, highlighting the pattern of neglect that has characterized the treatment of retired athletes. This is what I welcome aboard. We own here. Ogabayo Babalola. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning, sports fans.
Yes, we're just talking about Shegun Odegbami, who issue an emotional appeal for support for retired Nigerian athletes. That is Kadiri Ikena, who is currently facing a illness right now in the Aushin Hospital, teaching hospital. So he called on Nigeria and even government agencies to seek, to come out for help, to come out and help this Kadiri Ikena, who has been hospitalized.
They should please come out to help this man while he is alive. In their days, football was played with passion and dedication, with little to show for it then. They were playing for the love of the game and the love of the country. So now that they need help, help should come to them from the Football Federation and from the nation at large. Because I was privileged to watch him while he was playing. He was one of the people that brought joy to the hearts of Nigerians, that made football to unite the nation. So this is the time for the nation to rise up and be of help to them. Whatever they do now, they are making a statement to other ones coming. If they do well and rise up to help, other sportsmen too will give their best when they are called upon. But if the reverse is the case, we are saying bye-bye to dedication to sports.
Because the question I'm asking now is that we see some of these legends in Europe whereby they are doing well. Nothing like they have been hospitalized, nothing like that. But in the case of Nigeria, it's always different. Because why would you forget someone, the legends who have helped the country so far in terms of sports? Why would you neglect them? Is there any management, or any board trying to manage these legends?
That I am not sure of, but then there is nothing wrong if they have something like that. That's a department that handles former sportsmen, their welfare, looking to their welfare. People like that should not even be charged when they go to hospitals.
Hospital, yes.
Because they are prime. They use their prime to bring joy to the nation. So there should be something. They should be given something back in return for their love, their passion, their dedication, their sweat.
Now, what do you think? What do you think Nigeria as a federation can do?
Well, I believe they will do the right thing. See, one of the reason people clamor for former athletes to be at the helm of affairs of people running sports.
Yeah,
this is it. Because if you are a former athlete and you are privileged to run sports, you know how it feels when one of you is going through issues, because you would have been there before. Now, if a former player, for instance, is running is at the helm of NFF, there will be a difference. Look at what is happening in Cameroon with to running their federation.
Yes,
that will be a difference, because you have won the shoe in the past. Definitely, you know the language of sportsmen. That's my take.
Maybe that's where the problem started coming from. Not putting in. There's nothing wrong if JJ Okocha, although he might not like it, if it becomes, I'm not criticizing anybody. This is a sport. So there's nothing wrong if JJ Okocha will be the what's it
NFL
called?
president.
NFL president.
Yes.
The likes of Kanu Wako, Victor Ikpeba. We have many legends like that who can handle the affairs of the of our sports in Nigeria. But whereby picking somebody politically, you know, it will definitely diminish the morale and the what's it called, the board.
No, for instance, now, if had it been a person at the helm of affairs in the NFF,
Yeah.
used to be a footballer, what we are reading today as regards Kadri Ikana will not be in the limelight. It will have been something different that NFF has taken over the welfare. That would have been the headline. Countless of our former athletes. That's why some of them are jumping ship.
Yes, so Mayowa, what do you have to say about this?
Good morning. I feel it's in two ways.
How?
Yeah. So, if there's any veteran footballer,
Yeah.
a former footballer, a veteran who has retired, their career are always in two places: the club career and the country career. Now, for the club career, they must have had a source of income that is coming through for them from the club, a sense of funding that helps them. At least it's a job to the club they plead for. That's one. And another thing is for the country. So whatever happens with the club, your club career should be looked at, or better still, it's their private life actually.
Yeah.
It's their private life. But at the same time, in as much they do not have the income anymore, or they do not have the mind to invest whatever their club paid them during their playing days. So that is where the club, the country, where they give their sweat, their blood and energy for, that's where it comes in. The NFF has always been criticized for having ignored the Nigerian legends in the game, not even football alone, in other sports. So there has been cases of negligence from the NFF, and yes, it is true. When a footballer is in the aim of affairs, and that's why you look at major clubs, big clubs, you look at them and they have to put club legends at the aim of affairs. Chelsea at the time, they had Peter Cech as one of their board members. Bayern Munich now have Oliver Kahn.
They used to Bayern has always have.
Bayern has always
Rummenigge was with the president for many years.
Yes, Uli Hoeneß.
So definitely there will be synergy.
So when they are in the shoes, like he said, like when they are in the shoes of those players, they will know how it feels to be like that. So there should be a proper welfareism for our old players, and that's why the young players who have the chance to represent Nigeria, they're doing it either due to corruption of the federation, or they fear for their own future. David Alaba was talking about how he did not play for Nigeria because an official was asking for a bribe.
Really?
It's
Yes.
happened everywhere. That's why Mbappe didn't play for Cameroon. His father brought him from France to come and play for Cameroon. They were asking for something for him to be ready to be able to play.
All right. Because the recent death of former Super Eagles goalkeeper Peter Rufai at the age of 61 has already sparked debate about the treatment of national sports icon and the lack of adequate support systems. Former Nigerian international 18 Mason had lambasted the government's treatment of national heroes following Rufai's death, questioning why adequate support was not provided during his illness. So all these things, causes a lot of reactions,
Yes.
negative reactions
Yes.
on the part of the government.
Yes.
So, but they need to do well, like we say, put a sports legend or sport veteran, put it in the hands of affairs of,
in the NFF, there should be a department handling former players, and there's nothing wrong if they pay former Super Eagles players pension. In the EPL, for instance, the medical facility of Chelsea is better than most countries.
Sure.
So definitely, if a former player of Chelsea is having medical issues, he can go to his club and he'll be taken care of. Well, let's see what Ahmed Musa will do in Kano Pillars. He has started well.
Yes.
And if they will allow him,
I don't know if it's a rumor, said he will buy cows for this player, for some of the players.
No, yes, he debunked
debunked
it.
it. Yes,
Yeah,
he debunked it. But we human beings, Ahmed Musa is a Muslim faithful man, so he doesn't want he doesn't want the news to fly all around. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So he had to debunk it. But let's see what will happen. But we believe, I also personally believe in Ahmed Musa, that he would definitely do well for Kano Pillars. I strong much believe in him that he would do that. All right, and away from that, quickly let's talk about MPFL transfer. Alimi Sikiru has agreed a move to Nigeria Premier Football League MPFL side, Rivers United. So, according to reports, Alimi is set to undergo medicals ahead of his transfer to the former MPFL champions. The veteran striker will sign a one-year contract with the Port Harcourt club, Rivers United. That's a very good one. Congratulations to you. And quick one again. We'll talk about Ghana. We will talk about Ghana as they trash Tanzania 4-1 to clinch the final tickets. Ghana's Black Queens have reached the quarterfinals of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON after the comfortable 4-1 win against Tanzania in the final group seed match on Monday. The Black Queens went into the game winless in the opening two features. A 2-0 defeat to South Africa and a 1-1 draw with Mali. But they recorded their first win of the tournament with a resounding victory. In the group's other tie, South Africa hammered Mali 4-0 to clinch a second group win, 1 draw. After the conclusion of the preliminary phase, South Africa topped the group on 7 points and Ghana finished second on 4 points. Mali, who are also on 4 points and have advanced to the knockout round, ended third, while Tanzania placed bottom on 1 point. Ghana will now face Algeria in the quarterfinals on July 19, while South Africa will battle Senegal. South Africa take on Senegal in the last 8, while Ghana play Algeria. Mali will come up against the host Morocco, and nighttime champions Nigeria will face Zambia. So Friday, Nigeria against Zambia at Casablanca, 4 p.m. Morocco will face Mali. The same day, 7 p.m. While on Saturday, Algeria will play against Ghana at Bakane. It's 4 p.m. South Africa against Senegal, 7 p.m. That's semi-final draw. We'll talk about that. Let's wait till the after the quarterfinals. Yes. All right, away from that, let's talk about some transfer stories. Super Falcons forward Risola Babajide has expressed her excitement over the move to Italian outfit AS Roma Feminine ahead of the 2025-26 season. The 27-year-old made the switch from Spanish Liga F side at UDG Tenerife, where she had spent the last 2 seasons since the journey in 2023, and has now penned a 2-year contract with Roma, which will keep her at the capital outfit until the summer of 2027. The Italian side had announced Babajide's arrival via their official X account on social media with the words Benvenuta alla Roma. Has resumed pre-season duties with Atalanta amid talks of potential exit from the club. The Nigerian forward arrived at the club said facility Monday morning for routine medical tests, which will precede training and friendly matches, and that leaves suitors and fans in suspense about the player. Lookman has been the subject of transfer speculations before the end of last season, following our fallout with the club's former coach Gianpiero Gasperini. He has been linked with a move to Barcelona, Napoli, and Atletico de Madrid, while English Premier League clubs have also been mentioned as these suitors. Transfer experts are all told that said Napoli have already made contact with Atalanta on Locuma. According to him, Napoli are now pushing to sign the 27-year-old and have offered to pay Atalanta 25 million euro plus star forward Giacomo Raspadori. Yes. Taking some transfer stories. We'll talk about Osimhen. Yes. Osimhen. Victor Osimhen. Napoli have reportedly demanded a 20% cut of any future sale fee as part of Victor Osimhen's proposed 75 million euro permanent transfer to Galatasaray. The Nigerian international transfer saga continues to drag on, with the two clubs still haggling over payment terms despite Galatasaray. Osimhen, a video footage where Osimhen was calling on the player, "Come on, let's go to the dressing room." We talk about this thing here. All these things, Osimhen on his own needs to work on himself.
Yeah.
He needs to work on himself. I'm not sorry to say, Osimhen's case right now is going to where we will not be expecting him to land. Although Napoli said Osimhen will not be part of their pre-season plans, so definitely it's going to leave Napoli. So, and the Galatasaray, they are the key factor here that wants to buy him at all costs. So, and they are already negotiating, but maybe in the next few weeks they will conclude on their negotiations.
About Osimhen.
So Osimhen needs to work on himself.
Yeah, he needs to work on himself.
Though
on the other hand,
you give them Scudetto, you give them this. That doesn't mean that you are bigger than the club.
On the other hand,
yes.
On the other hand,
yes.
There was a popular picture during the Manchester derby. Wasn't Nemanja Vidic who was pulling his clothes? He was surrounded by Manchester United players. Mario Balotelli, and they were pulling his clothes, and he was just looking at them calmly, like, "Yeah, what are you going to do?" so we can't keep thinking these people are always the problem. Something must have triggered them to react in such manner. That's what I feel.
All right, Croatia captain Luka Modric has signed a one-year deal with AC Milan at the age of 39. On Monday. Last week, Milan coach Massimiliano Allegri said that the 2018 Ballon d'Or winner would head to the San Siro from Real Madrid after the Club World Cup and eventually landed in AC Milan, the San Siro Stadium. Well, let's see what Luka Modric will display. Some said Luka Modric is an old player that won't have the same energy that he displayed at Real Madrid. That he won't have the same energy again. He won't display the same energy in the Real AC Milan. So, what's your own take about that?
I think we should learn. Every time we play down the ability of an old player, we always get disappointed. Now look at Andre Pello. Pello was
congratulations to Madrid.
Congratulations to them. But irrespective of whatever player they are signing, they are coming to the league to meet my club, Barcelona. It doesn't matter what they are doing. my club is still going to make, because that team, the Madrid team, they haven't gelled yet. They are working towards that. They are working towards that. But yes, they spent 2 seasons under Carlo Ancelotti playing Aram football. Yes, Aram football, a football pattern that has no direction, where you just have to play based on vibes.
Now you talk about.
I said
hello.
it boldly.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Baba Chelsea.
This is Uncle T, Baba Chelsea, Bekiti.
Good morning,
How
sir.
you doing now?
I do, Baba.
I want to condole with the whole Nigerians for the demise of our leader, former President Muhammadu Buhari. The whole nation is mourning. May the Lord grant him eternal health. Now, I want to comment about Osimhen. I love the analysis of the analyst over there. He was talking about the treatment method of Napoli. He too should check himself and discipline himself. I would have loved Osimhen to play or to sign with big clubs in Europe or EPL, like then, if not EPL, Spanish football club. Why I'm saying this is that stay in the Galatasaray, even though I love what my analyst said there, that it is better you stay where you are loved. Very good. But he had already collected African best player. What I am saying is that he should graduate that glory. He should graduate that position, that award, by playing in some leagues that the world best are being picked and chosen. So if he goes to clubs in EPL, Chelsea or any other club that is ready to shoulder his responsibility and pay his debt to make him free, or go to Spanish leagues. So by that doing, he is a potential world best player. He's a potential world best player. So that by so doing, he will have promoted himself, and is going to be a glory for Nigeria and for the whole Africa. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah,
All right, sir.
That's true. The last time an African won the Ballon d'Or, it was a very long time ago. That was George Weah. And now he's even the current president of Liberia, and still
No, he's former.
okay. The former.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Apologies.
Hello. Good morning. Yeah, is that Falua Gbemisola?
Yes.
All right. Today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. We are reaching you out. We are reaching out to you from Adamimogo 107.7 FM from DJ Prime. Hearing for Lami Pelumi.
Oh, thank you so much.
God bless you.
Thank
We wish you long life and prosperity.
you. Amen.
Yeah. Bye bye. All right, Barcelona have confirmed transfer deals for two players, Pablo Torre and Ronnie Baggi. Yes, Blaugrana confirmed that they have reached an agreement with RCD Mallorca for the transfer midfielder Pablo Torre. The Catalan club added that it retains a buyback option and a percentage of any future sale of Torre, which in the player are the best for the future both on and off the field. Meanwhile, Barcelona and FC Copenhagen have also reached an agreement for the transfer of winger Ronnie Baggi. Baggi is to sign contract with Barcelona for 4 seasons until June 30, 2029.
Yes. Trust my club to always give young players an avenue to show themselves, and trust the young players to always take the bull by the horn and showcase their talent and establish themselves as an important member of the squad. Yeah. So yes, but I want to assure even rival fans, the footballing world in general, that Barcelona is coming to cook a lot this season. Yeah.
Let's hope for the best.
Have you?
I'm saying it boldly.
All right, in 60 seconds, Arsenal have agreed a deal with Valencia worth an initial 30 million pounds plus add-ons for defender Christian Mascora. And Newcastle have stepped up their interest in huge Ekitike, with talks centered on what would be a club record offer for the entrance of Frankfurt striker Brand Mboma. And Wissa returned to Brentford City on Monday to begin pre-season training. So Man United are out of Mboma with both their futures on the line. Leeds winger Dan James has signed a new 4-year deal at the club. Fulham captain Tom Cannon has signed a new 1-year deal at the club. Middlesbrough are exploring possible deal to sign Dan Ings. Watford have made a £2.5 million bid for Bayern Munich winger Nastori Irankuda. Transbospa are keen on signing Rangers defender John Scotta. AC Milan have signed Luka Modric on a 1-year contract. My name is Kingsley Iniovosa here.
Goodbye for now, everyone. My name is Mayowa